Metta Day program. Uh, as usual, we third Sunday of the month we are having this Metta Day program, and today there is a special reason for that. For this program, we are remembering Mr. Sabaratnam Selvadurai. Mr. Sabaratnam Selvadurai was born in 1990, and he has served this country for a long period of time as a civil engineer in Nuwara, Maradan Kadavala, Mathara, Ratnapura, and then Kandy and Colombo, 1940s to 1976. And then again he has joined to the joined again as a chief consultant in 1980 and has served till 1992, and the projects like constructing Setsiripaya and Isurupaya and various other projects. He's a person who has done a great service to this country, and Mr. Sabaratnam Selvadurai passed away about 2 weeks back in Sydney, Australia. And his son Niranjan Selvadurai and the family, they are very close people to this institute, and we thought to have this session in memory of Mr. Selvadurai to appreciate the service he has done to this country and to remember him. And there is another reason we like to in this moment to remember Devshan Veerasekara. Devshan Veerasekara, he is a student of Royal College and grade 11. He, few days back, he passed away due to some, today is his, due to leukemia. And we remember him and their parents, they are having the funeral today. And we make this opportunity to remember him as well. And here there are some Mr. Raj Gonsal Koral from Australia and other friends from the friends of Mr. Niranjan Selvadurai. Before I start, and then Venerable Sangarakita from Rwanda and other friends are here. Before I start the program, I like if Mr. Raj Gonsal Koral, who came from Australia, to say a few words about Mr. Selvadurai and yes, to the
Thank you very much, Reverend Sir. Niranjan's father and his mother were very good friends of ours. And as Niranjan, his wife Mahal, and his two sons, Shalinder and Malik Khan. So basically on their behalf, I'd like to thank you and the organizers for organizing this session. I'm sure they're watching from Sydney.
yes.
So they're very appreciative of this gesture. For a person who was more than a father, he was a friend, he was a mentor, and he supported and he was liked by anybody he met. If you met him, then you became his friend. So I was looking at the first verse of the Karnimata Sutra in English. I would say this kind of encapsulates who he was. He who is skilled in good, attain that state of peace, should act thus. He should be able, upright, perfectly upright, amenable to corrections, gentle and humble. I think he was all of that. So in his passing, I'm sure Niranjan's family and all of us who knew him wish him the ultimate purpose of life, the attaining Nibbana. Now, Niranjan had written a poem on the death of his father, so at his request and with a lot of pleasure, I like to read this poem that he wrote. It's titled The Ship That Sailed. When we were young, still with a fledgling tongue, we sailed on a ship, having one joyous trip. The world was bright, and weather was just right. Well sheltered inside, with Captain as our guide. My sister and I thought pigs may fly, but with time by gone, comprehension's dawn, it became amply clear that Captain was Mum Dear, and the mighty ship that sailed was but our dad who prevailed. When venturing outside, now aware of the rising tide, my sister and I knew pigs don't fly. When seas were rough and the going got tough, the ship serenely sailed on until all storms were gone. With the able skipper at the helm, there was calm within ship's realm. Watching the problem solver in union with the peace evolver, my sister and I saw values to live by. Then the ship sailed away to the port down Botany Bay. Though arriving at twilight, zest remained to do things right. Fresh challenges and a new life, living in harmony sans sacrifice, strife. Even after the skipper was gone, the seasoned ship still cruised on. My sister and I never wondered why. Now the ship has drifted on, past the horizon and beyond, hopefully to a blissful realm. Will there be skipper at the helm? Thank you, mighty ship, for that exemplary trip, for serenely riding the wave, asked but little and simply gave, and leaving my sister and I those memories to cherish by. Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Raj Gonzal Corrales. And apart from the people we are here, all others from Sydney, and we are going to start this Metta meditation program. I like to introduce the Metta meditation a little bit as usual, and then go for the meditation sitting. The practice of Metta Bhavana is a phrase in the Pali language. Metta means love, like a mother loves her child. It means caring, compassion, friendliness, or kindness. Hence, loving kindness for short. It is an emotion, something you feel in your heart. Bhavana means development or cultivation. So, Metta Bhavana means cultivating loving kindness. By practicing Metta meditation, genuinely, truly, in memory of someone, we can accumulate merits and then transfer that merits for our parted people. So we all are here. We'll keep these two people we mentioned before and extending our kindness towards them, we will start this Metta Bhavana session. Now let us sit comfortably, stretch your body and close your eyes. Have 3 deep breathing and relax your body. Here, even for a few moments, we give up all thoughts of ill will, all thoughts of harmfulness. We wish everyone, starting with ourselves, those dear to us, those neutral to us, and even those disagreeable to us, to be well and happy. This will create the necessary conditions to heal our hearts and allow our minds to respond calmly and compassionately in all situations without giving into anger, which can escalate to hate and violence. First, we will listen to Karaniya Metta Sutra, and you can, while the reciting is going on, you can concentrate on the meaning of the Karaniya Metta Sutra, and it is printed and given to you. If you wish to read, you can read while you are listening, or you can just listen to it with that concentration.
කරණීයමත් කුසලේන යන්තං සන්තං පදං අபிසමෙච්ච සක්කෝ උජුච සුජුච සුවචෝ චස්ස මුදු අනතිමානි සන්තුස්සකෝච සුපරෝච අපකිච්චෝච සල්ලව් කෞති සන්තින්ද්‍රියෝච නිපකෝච අපගබ්බෝ කුලේසු අනනුගිත්තෝ නච කුද්දං සමාචරේ කිංචි යේන විඤ්ඤෝ පරේ උපවදෙය්‍යුම් සුඛිනෝ වා කේමිනෝ හොන්තු සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛී තත්තා යේකේචි පාන භූතත්ති තසවා තාවරාවා අනවසීසා දීගාවායි මහන්තාවා මජ්ජිමාරස්ස කානු කතුලා දිට්ඨාවා යේව අද්දිට්ඨා යේච දුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ භූතාවා සම්භවේ සීවා සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛී තත්තා න පරෝ පරං නිකුබ්බේත නාති මඤ්ඤේත කත චිනං කංචි ව්‍යාරෝසනා පටිග සංඥා නාඤ්ඤ මඤ්ඤස්ස දුක්ඛ මිච්ඡේය මාතා යතා නියං පුත්තං ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්ඛී එවම්පි සබ්බ භූතේසු මානසං භාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තං ච සබ්බ ලෝකස්මින් මානසං භාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියංච අසංබාධං අවේරං අසපත්තං තිට්ඨං චරං නිසින්නෝවා සයනෝවා යාව තස්ස විගත මිත්තු Etang sating aditteya brahmametang viharang idmahu. Ditting cha anupagam silava dasanena sampanno kamesu vinayagedang nahi jatu gapasiyang punariti.
First, first we develop metta towards ourselves, caring our body and our mind. We start becoming aware of ourselves and focusing on feelings of peace, calm, and tranquility. No matter what, we can and we must love and care for ourselves, repeating, may I be well, may I be happy. And the way to be well and happy is by letting go all thoughts of ill will towards anyone and all thoughts of harmfulness. So, may I be free from ill will, may I be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Then we think of a person dear to you, a parent, a close friend, someone who has helped you. Bring them to you to mind as vividly as you can and think of their good qualities. Feel your connection with this dear person and your liking for her or him, and encourage these to grow by repeating, may she or he be well, may she or he be happy, quietly to yourself. May she or he be free from ill will. May she or he be free from thoughts of harmfulness. The same manner, think of all the people who are dear to you. Feel your connection with those dear persons and your liking for them, and encourage these to grow by repeating, may they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from ill will, may they be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Then think of someone you neither like or dislike, a person neutral to you. This may be someone you do not know well but see around. Include them in your thoughts and feelings of metta. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from ill will, may they be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Then think of someone you dislike, a disagreeable person, someone you are having some difficulty with, trying not to get caught up in any feelings of anger. Think of them positively and send your metta to them as well. May they be well, may they be happy, may I have not feelings of ill will towards them. May they be free from ill will. May I have no thoughts of harmfulness towards to them. May they be free from thoughts of harmfulness. In the final stage, first of all, we think of all people together, ourselves, the friends, the neutral person, and the disagreeable person. May all be well, may all be happy, may I have not feelings of ill will towards anyone, may all be free from ill will, may I have no thoughts of harmfulness towards anyone, may all be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Let us extend our thoughts and feelings further to everyone around us, to everyone in our neighborhood, in our town, our country, and so on, throughout the world, with special consideration to children who have lost their parents, parents who have lost their children, wives who have lost their husbands, husbands who have lost their wives, those who have lost their parents, all those who are suffering due to the loss of their loved ones, all those people whom we met in our immersions, in our life, going through lots of hardships, pain and sorrow and agony. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from ill will, may all be free from thoughts of harmfulness. Let us extend our loving kindness to all living beings. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from fear, We started from ourselves and then extended our loving kindness, metta, to all the living beings, all the people, without any limit. Now, we will spend few minutes concentrating all those people, all the living beings. May they be well, may they be happy, may all living beings free from ill will and may all free from thoughts of harmfulness. let our mind settle in these feelings of loving kindness, the universal friendliness. Sabityo Vivajantu, may all obstacles be away from your path. Sabrogo Vinasatu, may all ailments cease. Mate Bhavatu Antarayo, may no danger come to you. You Sukhi Dikayu Bhava, may you have a happy and long life. Dukkha Patta Chini Dukkha, may all who suffer be free from suffering. Bhaya Patta Chini Bhaya, may all who have fear be free from fear. Soka Patta Chini Soka, Hontu Sabbe Pipanino, may all who are in sorrow be free from sorrow. With the kindness that we extended, with the loving kindness that we developed, with that calmness in our mind, we will in our meditation session when we develop our loving kindness without any boundary, we purify our mind, and we all who are sitting here started loving kindness toward yourself and then all the living beings without any limits. And by cultivating that, we accumulated or developed merits, and that merits we can transfer to those who we remember today. Even though Mr. Niranjan Silladuri is not with us here, he and the family are joining with us, and the other person that Deva Devshan Veerasekara. We will remember both these people and transform it. Mr. Rad Gonzal Corral, we can, as we do passing lyrics, we can do it. And Skoda Goda, you can join. Remember. And anyone, yes. And those friends, they can join. And with reciting Idame Jnatinam Hotu Sukhita Hontu Jnatiyo. Yatavari Vaha Pura Paripurenti Sagaran Evame Vaito Dinnan Yatavari Vaha Pura Paripurenti Sagaran Evame Vaito Dinnam Petanam Upakappati Ayanchiko Yabdakina Dinna Sangang Visupatitita Digarasang Isaya Sakatani Sopakappati Ayurarogya Sampatti Sabha Sampatti Mevacha Ato Nibbana Sampatti Minate Samijjato. It is today this program I like to share with all our friends and who are first time coming for this program. We thought of the idea of loving kindness is a basic teaching comes in Buddhism. When time passes, sometimes the ritual becomes the major thing, but what change ourselves sometimes we lose. Perhaps when we have problems, when we face problems, we do not know what is there in our scriptures, our teachings that we can use to heal ourselves and find solutions. Because in our past, somewhere we have lost the track and we know rituals, but we have missed some teachings. When we look back to our scriptures, it is not only in Buddhism, maybe other religions also, we will find there are very valuable, enormous things are there that we can use to heal ourselves and to find solutions. In Buddhism, one of the greatest teaching comes is this idea of metta, loving kindness. When we do this metta meditation, we all can agree that we are not doing anything to someone. We are not doing any action. We are just sitting and think of them. One may think that you are just sitting and thinking something, but you are not doing anything. But when we concentrate on all the people from ourselves and to all the living beings and develop, cultivate the loving kindness, we purify our minds. And then we are ready to go for action. Whatever we do, wherever we go, and everything we do with that developed, cultivated mind. And that is what, before we say a word, now the things that we concentrated, things that we develop, that will operate even without it will automatically come. If we use a word, sometimes we will start thinking whether it is a kind word, whether it will hurt someone, again you will think there is another way of phrasing the same thing, but without any, making any hurt to someone. We can say the same thing. Maybe that we without thinking, sometimes we will say something that hurt. But if we are mindful, if we have trained our minds, automatically it will come, it will phrase in a way that does not harm anyone. And that is the idea. We sit and concentrate, we develop. We are not just reciting something. If we do some puja, we can recite gathas. But here, we very mindfully, from ourselves to all the living beings, we extended the loving kindness, the idea that will come. If we bring this into our practice, and day by day, our words will be less, more kind, and that, and our relationships will develop with the family, with the children, with all the other neighbors, and our relationships will develop. And when we are happy, our face, our appearance will be more peaceful. And those who are coming to us, who interact with us, will be happy. And in that way, it is not just thinking of developing loving kindness and that's all, and after that we will go walk. No, this will continue, this will be with us, this will be something that will change the we as a whole, our whole relationships, our and among the teachings about this metta meditation, certain things that we can remember here, we can mention here. One is you can sleep well. That means you are settled, you are calm, and no disturbances, and you can wake up happy, and you are, you know, with full happiness. And all these things say loving kindness helps us to be happy, to live happily, to develop our relationships and do something good and be calm even at a point that we tend to get angry or mix up things. We can calmly respond to such situations. All these are the results of if we develop this loving kindness and make it a practice of our life. That those are the things that the benefits that we can gain. But we are not doing that to expecting gain something, but this is just to think of the others. May all the living beings be free from suffering, be happy, free from fear, and free from ill will and hatred. And that way, we are, in a way, start from ourselves, developing a society, a kinder society. And today, Mr. Salvatore, the person we remember, and we all have gone to Sesirpa, I'm sure, Sesirpaya, Surupaya, and we did not know the person, someone who was working, and he, the chief consultant. And Niranjan Salvatore, Mr. Niranjan has written to me, I'm so happy that this program happens about 1 kilometer away from Sesiripaya. And he said he can't even think of this is happening, that where he was spending most of time giving his specialist ideas. So, and again, this is the idea of karma, that we, sometimes we tend to expect, by doing good thing, we tend to expect, out of this merit, I will gain this or that. The karma idea is not that. And whether you, the prarthana to, whether you do it or not, it has its own result. We cannot predict what it is. I'm sure Mr. Selvadure, Sabaratnam Selvadure, when he was working this Sesiripaya or the project or Isurupaya, and he never expected the people of this country whom he never knew come together here and will remember him. And perhaps, apart from the children, and we will never even come to know a person that, has given his energy, his knowledge so much in the, not in a particular area, particular region of the country, but whole, the Nuwara Eliya, Matara, Ratnapura, and he has done such a great work. And this is what karma, and that the feeling that we have, the kind of respect we have towards him, and that is what made us to have this session. And without any expectation, do good, and that's all. And we don't have to worry about what will be the result. There is no need. If it is good, and if you think that is good, do it, and that's all. And Mr. Niranjan Selloduri is a practicing Buddhist, and such a great person. And everyone I met talk about his father, and we are very happy as Valpala Rahula Institute to have this opportunity to, with our old friends, all the friends, sitting together and remember that great person. And he passed away when he was 97. And as Buddhists, we the ultimate bliss of nirvana. May he attain that ultimate happiness. And and we invite everyone. We will have a tea together.